50 years ago, this was nothing. Empty desert. No roads, no skyline, almost no fresh water. Just a few fishing villages baking in the sun. Today, the tallest building on Earth. Islands you can see from space. Some of the richest people alive. None of this should exist. This is the United Arab Emirates. The UAE sits on the edge of Arabia, on the warm Persian Gulf, and almost all of it is desert. Punishing heat, sand to the horizon, and so little fresh water, the country drinks the sea itself after stripping out the salt. By any logic, almost nobody should live here, and for most of its history, almost nobody did. This was one of the poorest corners of the planet. Bedouin tribes, camel herders, and pearl divers, scraping survival from the sand and the sea. Then the pearl trade collapsed, and even that was gone. And then everything changed overnight. They struck oil, staggering amounts of it. In 1971, 7 tiny desert states united into a single country, and the money began to pour in. One of the poorest places on Earth suddenly had one of the deepest pockets. But here's the part almost nobody knows. Dubai, the city you're picturing right now, has barely any oil. So while neighboring Abu Dhabi sat on the fortune, Dubai made a wild bet. Burn through its oil money fast and use it to become the crossroads of the world before the oil ran dry. What came next was a construction spree with no equal in history. The tallest tower ever built. Islands dredged from the sea in the shape of palm trees. Ski slopes, indoor, in the desert. If it sounded impossible, that was exactly the point. And the gamble paid off. No income tax, near total safety, endless luxury. The UAE became a magnet for the world's rich. A place where gold, supercars, and skyscrapers are just normal. Money flooded in from every corner of the globe, which created something you'll find almost nowhere else on Earth. Here, the locals are a tiny minority. Roughly 9 out of 10 people in the UAE are foreigners, pulled in from all over the world to work. It's a country mostly built and run by people who weren't born in it. But that glittering skyline came at a price. Much of it was raised by millions of low-paid migrant workers, often laboring in brutal heat under harsh conditions. Something the country has been sharply criticized for, and is slowly being pushed to change. And all of it runs under tight control. The UAE is ruled by hereditary monarchs with strict laws and little political freedom. The bargain is blunt: safety, stability, and wealth in exchange for not asking who's really in charge. But the rulers know the oil won't last forever, so they're already betting on what comes after it. Global finance, tourism, clean energy, even a mission to Mars. The plan is simple. Make sure that when the oil finally runs out, the country doesn't go with it. A nation that willed the future out of empty desert. So, which country should we explain next? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for a new country every week.